Welcome to the biggest influences.
Oh, wow.
And we're back. Headphones changes it, right?
Yeah.
Locks you in.
Holy shit.
It locks you in. You hear it how other people hear it.
Damn.
You would love it.
Sexy voice.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks, man.
You would love jiu-jitsu. You're a super competitive guy, and it's an exciting, fun thing, and it's an athletic thing. You just do it with the right people, get the right trainer, get the right group of guys. There's a lot of really good gyms where they really take care of people that are beginners and show them how to do it right. And
I could trip anybody.
Trip them? You're good at tripping?
I
Judo?
Yeah, my dad made me take judo, and there's a if you know the history, there's a little bit of animosity there could be between Japanese and Koreans, and my dad set me up on a full Japanese judo dojo in Sawtell in Los Angeles.
Oh.
And they did not take it easy on me. And it's like, I'm kind of like, I think a lot of people are like this, like with whatever profession they're in. They learn one move really good and then they milk the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And I can fucking trip the shit out of anybody. And I was so good at it, and I added my twist to it, that it gave me like this insane cockiness where I thought I could beat the shit out of anyone. But I'm like, what do you do after the trip? Oh shit, I don't know. And so I got my ass kicked a lot.
From tripping people?
Well, I mean, during a fight, that would be my move, and I didn't have any other moves after that.
It's a great move if you know how to.
I'm gonna trip the shit out of people.
Stuff to it.
Yeah,
that's Sanchai, who's like one, if not the greatest, one of the greatest Muay Thai fighters of all time. He's a master at tripping people.
But you got to be wearing clothes. That's the other thing. I can't grab. Yeah, I can't trip like shirtless dudes.
Oh, okay. That makes a big difference. That's a problem.
Yeah.
You got to learn some underhooks and overhooks. The problem with that was an issue in the beginning days of the UFC, when a lot of guys went no gi.
Yeah.
When they went to the ground game, they were so limited because they were so accustomed to grabbing collars and grabbing pants legs and grabbing sleeves.
All right, if I'm doing this shit in LA, where should I go?
No gi for sure. 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. I get you set up.
Okay.
If you want to do it in LA, 100%. If you want to do the gi,
what part of town is that?
It's downtown.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, it's downtown.
Okay.
That's where the headquarters is. There's like 100 and how many 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsus are there? I want to say there's like at least 100 affiliates all over the world.
It's like black belt. Like it's like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Are you a black belt?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's where I started. I have actually named it. 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu is my idea.
That's yours?
Yeah,
what does that mean?
Because we were talking about, it was me and Eddie Bravo. And Eddie was, he'd just gotten back from tapping out Royler Gracie in Abu Dhabi. And, Eddie's the best guy ever. He's my best friend. When we went to Abu Dhabi and he tapped out Royler Gracie, it was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen in my life. And he came back from that. Jean-Jacques Machado gave him his black belt off of his waist. Jean-Jacques took his black belt and put it on Eddie. And then Eddie started this 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. And the idea behind it was because in MMA, you don't have the gi. So use overhooks and underhooks, and a lot of it was derived from what he learned from Jean-Jacques Machado, who was actually born with only one hand.
Mm-hmm.
Jean-Jacques only has a thumb on his left hand.
Oh, shit.
His jiu-jitsu couldn't be all grip-based. It had to be underhooks and overhooks. So he transitioned very easily to Abu Dhabi, and he wound up winning. Abu Dhabi's the biggest no-gi competition in the world. He wound up winning it and smoking people. It was incredible to watch. So Eddie comes back, and Eddie decides to start this jiu-jitsu gym, and we're joking around about all the different names. We're probably high as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine we were high as fuck. And I said, why don't you just call it 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu? Because it's like we were into Zechariah Sitchin back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know who Zechariah Sitchin is?
The sci-fi guy?
No, Zechariah Sitchin was this guy who wrote these books about a planet called Nibiru. And he was a guy who supposedly, and I'm not 100% buying into this, but it's fun.
I like this shit.
He had transcribed the Sumerian text. And he believed that the history of the people from Sumer, what they were trying to relay was that human beings were the product of accelerated evolution, and that beings from a planet called Nibiru, that's on a 3,600 year elliptical course towards the Earth. I've been told this is nonsense, like
Okay.
by people who are cosmologists.
Okay.
Which another thing is nonsense. What I said the other day with talking to Andrew Schultz, that the moon doesn't spin. So because we only see one side of the moon, we do only see one side of the moon, but it just spins perfectly with us, so that we only see.
Well, you also
Is that right?
You said it was tidal locked or something, or that's maybe what I was.
Hey, I'm in. I love nonsense.
But I definitely was wrong. Like, it does spin, right? Rotate. People don't like the term spin. Someone was trying to explain this to me.
I like spin class.
Yes.
That it rotates at the exact same rate we do, so that we always see the same side. Is that
Time
why
it takes for the moon to rotate once on its axis is equal to the time it takes for the moon to orbit once around the Earth. This keeps the same side of the moon facing towards the Earth
That's it.
throughout the month.
So sorry for my misinformation, folks. I kind of said it after I said it. I was like, I think this is off, and then, yeah.
Hey,
This Zechariah Sitchin thing. So
Yeah.
anyway, this was Zechariah Sitchin. He wrote these books called I think it was The 12th Planet was one of them, and it was all about these ancient Sumerians. And one of the weirdest things about it is, like, these people had these clay tablets that had like a detailed map of the solar system. I mean, 6,000 years ago, they carved it in clay. And they also had these giant beings with like people with tails sitting on their lap. And they had the double helix of the DNA. And he interpreted all this as this was some sort of an ancient recording, like where they were trying to record what had happened. And when he was going through these ancient Sumerian texts, he believes that it was really all about these beings called the Anunnaki. Those from heaven to earth came. And that these beings came from this planet that is described as Nibiru. And that they have manipulated human DNA forever. And
you are into Star Wars.
Well, it's
I worship at the altar of nonsense. So everything you said to me right now,
so fun.
all in.
I'm
all in on it, dude.
It's so fun, because if it really is the case, first of all, we know that we would do that 100%.
Absolutely.
We would do that. We've done that to animals.
Right.
We've done all kinds of weird shit.
Of course.
We've made hybrids, and you know, and of course, if people were designing, like, they're making like life forms in petri dishes,
dude.
Like, for sure we would do that.
I don't know how close or far we're with whatever all this gene splicing shit. I'm like, dude, if that's real, I'm like, give it to me. Lobster claws,
Let's
gorilla
go.
body, scorpion tail.
Everybody's gonna be the
tiger
Hulk.
face.
Everybody's gonna look like that guy from Prometheus. Remember the guy that dies in the alien movie Prometheus?
Don't you want like cheetah legs and like
Yes!
fucking
I want wings, bitch.
marsupial pouch?
Where's my fucking wings? I want eagle wings. Me
bat
flying
wings?
around.
I'll take bat sugar glider wings.
Right.
You know, webbed feet like Kevin Costner in Waterworld. I'm all in, dude. You believe in aliens?
Yes.
I accused you of being an alien last time, right?
Probably. I don't remember.
All right, you want to hear my hot take on comedy right now?
Okay.
It's like
What we're going all over the road.
yeah, sorry.
I like it.
So in the same way tonight, right? If you go home tonight and you do like a hardcore jerk off session to porn, you could watch more porn in 24 hours. I don't know how accurate this is, but it's pretty accurate, than all of your ancestors since the beginning of time, right?
Of course.
You can watch thousands of people fucking tonight, whereas before the internet, you know. So in the same way, when I was passing around tapes of like Eddie Murphy, Raw, Delirious, like you could watch every comedy special in a week, from like the funniest guy in Dubai to the hottest guy in Hong Kong. You could like just download that shit, right? And I actually want to make a quick comment on style for comedians. Like, I always remember like what Martin Lawrence or Eddie Murphy was wearing, like leather suit, no shirt, because not to be disrespectful, but isn't the art of comedy or the act of comedy like you're a fool or you're a court jester or your job is to make it's funny, right? It's to make people laugh, and then you have these comedians going on stage dressing in suits or dressing like just in a hoodie, or I'm like, you're a fucking clown, dude. Dress ridiculous. Look like this. But like, entertain me.
I see what you're saying, but I don't think so. I think they should dress in any way that feels funny to them. Like if I've gone on stage in suits many times. It's fun. We get a kick out of it.
Really?
Yeah, there's a photo of us all in Vegas. We did the MGM, and I said, dude, we should go and get Rat Pack-like suits. Get some dope fitted suits. And so had David August make everybody's suits. We just decided it would look cool and have fun.
But imagine...
the difference is trying to be cool. What people interpret when you see someone who's dressed up really nice, or is wearing a lot of jewelry, or is like looks very flashy, they're trying to be cool.
You wouldn't have fun doing a stand-up set dressed like an alien?
No. No, it's too on the nose. But some people are. That's how they feel good. They feel good when they dress nice. They feel good when they wear nice shoes. They feel good when they got a nice watch on. They feel good. So in feeling good, they'll go on stage. They'll perform better.
I'm like, this profession is like, it's a clown profession, so I kind of want the outfit to match the... all right.
Yeah, but if you go watch Eddie Murphy Delirious, I think he was probably wearing like a leather jumpsuit or something.
Yeah, it's amazing.
He was amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know, Richard Pryor live at the Sunset Strip. Well, he has a blazer and a nice shirt on. You know, it's like guys have like look at that crazy outfit with his fucking his zipper all the way down to his belly button.
Yeah, I was like 8 when I saw that, and like I still remember it. You know,
that was a classic, dude. I mean, people don't know that if Eddie Murphy kept going, there would have been no doubt. There would have been no doubt who the greatest comedian ever was. If Eddie Murphy just stopped doing it. If you watch, like, Eddie Murphy was like a progression from, in many ways, like a progression from Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Like, here's the new young Richard Pryor style of comedy. And he was so good, man. He was so fucking funny.
I'm glad he stopped. For me,
the red outfit, interesting, right?
Yeah. Oh, you took so much from Pryor.
Well, everybody did. Everybody did. Everybody took from Lenny Bruce. Everybody took from Pryor.
I like the theme of getting out while you're ahead because, you know, there's always like, Eddie's going to be back and he's going to kill. I'm like, he already killed. He destroyed and he's a legend, and just let him stay that way. This thing where like...
Why would you say that? This is why that's wrong. He's missing out on the chance to kill. You know, we were all hanging out in the green room the other night, and we were laughing. We were just laughing. We had a bunch of good, really fun shows. And we were all hanging out in the green room, and we were saying, like, imagine living your life and never killing on stage. Imagine living your whole life. I'm like, that would suck.
The stage just looks different because doesn't he have like 12 kids? Like, don't you think he's like the funniest dad ever? Like,
for sure.
Like when he's making breakfast.
No, listen, that too.
Man.
But you can do that too. You could always do that too. The difference is like that guy, we missed out on probably like the greatest talent that ever did stand-up. He stopped doing it. Like stand-up as an art form. If you go watch Delirious and then listen to his first album, which I think he was like 20 or something like that, something really young.
Yeah.
It's so good, dude.
So good.
He was just a fucking amazing talent. And he just decided to stop doing it. So that's why I don't agree. Like if that guy just decided to start doing it again now and just started fucking around, and people would let him walk on stage with notes. They would let him.
Right.
You could do whatever. If they knew you were just working out on stuff, people would let him do it.
Well,
he would get it again. Like he did a speech once at, what was it again, for some award show? He did this speech where he did a Bill Cosby impression, talked about them taking Bill Cosby's awards away. Mark Twain Awards.
Mm-hmm.
It was fucking hilarious. It was like sharp. The timing was on. I was like, if that guy kept doing comedy, there would have been no doubt. He would have been #1 of all time. He was incredible.
Subscribe to Biggest Influences today.